Hey guys, I wanted to go over something that's extremely important and also creating a stir. A lot of people are going crazy because the S&P is down 20% over the past 6 months. We've had Bitcoin prices, crypto prices, but more importantly, Bitcoin prices going down 56%. And then also the crazy interest rates that have hiked up from last year around 3% all the way to what we have now is almost closer to 6. So a lot of people are getting concerned and asking, hey, are we in a recession? Are we going through a recession? And luckily for you guys, I have experience as a financial advisor. And again, this isn't financial advice. Please consult with your tax advisor and your attorneys. But what I can tell you is one of the things that I look at is the US Treasury yield curve. Okay. What this means is it shows you the inverted yield curve. What that means is if you look at a 1 year bond, okay, hypothetically, it should pay less, right? Because you're locking your money into a shorter term than something that's 10 years. So if you're locking yourself into a 10-year bond, hypothetically, it should pay more than a 1 year bond, right? Like a 10-year bond should pay more than a 1 year bond, right? It only makes sense. However, historically, once it gets inverted, right? And it sounds crazy, but it happens, right? Once the 1 year bond matches the same yield, okay, as the 10-year bond, well, that has a history of predicting a recession. Okay. So the only way we're going to be able to figure that out is by looking at graphs, right? So if you look here, on 2000, right? In 2001, that's obviously when the stock market crashed. And then we're going into 2006 and 2008. Again, another, that was a housing bubble. And here, we're looking at 2019 going into 2020. That was going into the peak eras of COVID. So again, it doesn't mean it's causation, but there's an extreme amount of correlation when you look at the two graphs. And that's the one thing that I look at. The second thing that I look at is unemployment. Okay. I personally can attest to the difficulty of getting a job because I graduated in 2011. So I can only go by my own experiences of what I have personally lived through. And I can tell you that during 2011, it was extremely hard to get a job. And during that period of time, that was hovering around 9%. Okay. We are currently at 3.6%. Okay. So my personal opinion, if we ever get to the point where it was as difficult as it was for me to get a job, and then we're also finding that the yields for the 1 year bond are matching the 10-year bond, then that is something that we should definitely look forward into finding whether or not we are in a recession.